any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. The punter and kickoff man, Sam Martin, to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25. At the 24-yard line. At their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 180. Switch the mic right here. We go Mike Ford. Watch the car. Ready?
On first down, it's Newton. Completes it to Aguilar. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Mike's 56.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They're only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
59! Easy, easy! 32!
Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal.
59! Check it back, check it back. Bang, bang! Omaha, ready to move. 10, 10. Check. Shoot.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Coleman. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They fake the give. Newton. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 20. Defense, get out the field, defense. Check 37. Check 37. Mike, 53.
Out of the gun, Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Whip. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Safety creep. Jim.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they've responded to the challenge.
180. We ain't giving up nothing to them. Slam. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Complete to Hilton. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check. Double tight. Hey, we got four down. Check. 20.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dancing to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Now a dump off here complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And James has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. To the air again, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Stafford now to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now a play fake it at Stafford. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
The set, ready to eat. Gun.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Stanford. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, here's Newton. He finds Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Newton now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Newton. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, Newton. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
Newton on the keeper. Throwaway and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Big air, big air, big air. Check 50, check 50.
Throwing again is Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And his kick is indeed good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. Go 20. 10.
28. Mike, 28. We got to get the ball until you get the ball right here. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, he's coming. I got one. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Now Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their... They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Again, it's Johnson. The second down play not much better than the first, just a get. Of one there.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
56. Mike, 56, right there, right
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down.
Mark 56. Mark 53. Ready? Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Hatchet, hatchet. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, me and you all day. Come on.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready to eat.
Get in the weight room. Check three.
To throw on third down. Newton. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Newton now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Coleman now. And now look at him go. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tevin Coleman, 58 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for...
And got his man complete. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford, rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tevin Coleman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Line 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Underneath for Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Stafford, his throw incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
6-6, bullet high. Big 20. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Continues, these receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 4. Throwing again. Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Now Stafford felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Robinson there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Throwing again at Stafford. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They will run again with Coleman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That's it. Big hit.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you. Mike's 56.
After the interception, here's Stanford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Stafford on 1st down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
They're on 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey! He's crashing.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ready? 180. Quarters of Mike. Rip right, rip right. Undercut, undercut.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a first down throw. Stafford. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
And about winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Lions on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again. Stafford. That's complete to Darboh. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Ty Johnson there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Mike, watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill. Eight. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
20. Switch gears.
Newton to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Agnew now to return. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
40 got. Check 56. I know he ain't got it.
Back to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
25 yards at the play. That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready. 280. Stay 50. Stay 50.
Get that ball. There go Mike.
Now Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback.